This is big breaking emergency news. The National Guard has been deployed, and they are expecting a record surge of people and encounters at the U.S. southern border right now. There are major caravans that are heading towards the border of thousands of people, and the National Guard has been deployed to the U.S. southern border to deal with this crisis. So let's get into the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos every single day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's going on right now. The Texas governor has now deployed more Texas National Guard troops to the southern border because they are expecting a massive surge of people coming over the border before Donald Trump gets into office, okay? And they're also holding exercises right now in conjunction with the Texas Department of Public Safety to deal with this surge that they're expecting. And you can see here are some pictures. This is from the morning of November 20th today. This was earlier this morning. It says here, another caravan has departed southern Mexico. And says this is the sixth caravan to leave Chiapas since Claudia Sheinbaum's presidency. 5 have left from Tapachula and 1 from Tuxtla Gutierrez with the intention of reaching central Mexico. This is what they're saying, quote, fear, violence, and threats from Donald Trump are causing caravans to continue leaving Tapachula. Quote, everyone wants to reach the United States before Donald Trump takes office, who has threatened to tighten the country's immigration policy. Okay, so there are massive caravans heading to the United States right now, and the Texas National Guard has deployed to the southern border. They're sending more guard agents there, and they're training for this expected surge right now. And it says these proactive measures began last week with groups split to cover more ground across the vast southern border. And they are doing this training in Eagle Pass. They were doing this on Tuesday. And it says here, quote, we want to conduct these exercises to send a clear message for anyone who is thinking about crossing or entering the city of El Paso or state of Texas that we're going to make it very difficult. This is what Lieutenant Chris Oliveras, spokesperson for the Texas Department of Public Safety, told News Nation, right? And it says here, a mass migration response training is occurring across the Texas border, including in the Rio Grande Valley and El Paso sectors as well, too. It says across the weekend, Texas DPS troops caught 154 people crossing and 20 unaccompanied children crossing into the Rio Grande illegally. They were handed over to U.S. Border Patrol after crossing through federal and private land without barriers or landowner permission. All right, so this is what's going on. They're deploying the National Guard there, and they're also offering land to be used in Texas. All right, the Texas government is offering 1,402 acres to the federal government as well too, to be used for federal detention facilities for these operations that they are preparing for. All right, and I want you to listen to the Texas governor here, Greg Abbott, really quick too. He did an interview with Fox News. Listen to what he said on this situation that's going on here. Then we will get into more details about this land as well too.
Jurisdiction in those states, won't he?
Well, so and Sean, that's the important fact, and there's the ICE plays a fundamental role in this whole process, and they were sidelined under Joe Biden. Now they're going to be put back onto the field under President Trump. And listen, I had the opportunity to visit with the new border czar, Homan. And we talked about their strategy. Listen, they are focused on national security-based issues and public safety issues. There are criminals roaming the streets across the United States of America who are in our country illegally. We have to get them out of our country as quickly as possible. But again, we have to multitask. while they're in the process of removing people from the country, especially the dangerous criminals, and making our country a safer place, we have to, at the same time, ensure that we are building the barriers and denying the illegal entry into our country so that we don't have even more people coming across the border.
We have laws. We have a constitution. We're a nation based on laws. And if people do not respect our laws, our borders, our sovereignty, you pay a price. And in this case, the price is you will get sent home. I think it could be done humanely. I think it can be done in a compassionate way. I would even give people an opportunity to self-identify that they're in the country illegally. If they do so, give them a plane ticket, put $1,000 in their pocket and send them home and say, if you want to come back, you can come back legally. If people don't voluntarily come forward, those people will never be given the opportunity to come back to America. Sound fair to you?
Well, listen, what it does, Sean, is it sends a message to people who are thinking about coming here that if you come here, you're going to just be subject to deportation. It also sends a message to those here who really want to be here legally, that they have to go through the legal process if they want to become an actual citizen of the United States. And that's that process that Trump and Homan have been talking about, and that is people are going to be deporting themselves back to where they came from so they can get back in line and come to the United States legally.
All right, so you heard that there. That was also the Texas Governor Greg Abbott. He was doing this interview on Fox News on Hannity talking about this situation. And he was saying that they've also deployed more barriers at the southern border as well, too, along the Rio Grande River. And it says here some more information on this plot of land is being offered by the Texas Land Commissioner. Don Buckingham wrote a letter to the incoming Trump administration offering this plot of land in Starr County, Texas, which is about 35 miles west of McAllen, Texas. Quote, now it's essentially farmland, so it's flat, it's easy to build on, and we can very easily put a detention center on there, a holding place, as we get these criminals out of our country, she told Fox News. All right, so let me know what you guys think about all these plans and this stuff going on in Texas. There's been lots of caravans that are moving north right now, and it's going to get, I think it's going to ramp up until January gets here, okay? And December last year was a record-breaking month for crossings. It was over 300,000 crossings at the U.S. southern border in 1 month, December 2023. So we could see another record-breaking month next month before January. And these crossings normally ramp up in the wintertime too, because it's not so hot and the heat is not as deadly. Okay, it's easier to put a coat on and warm up than it is to cool down in the desert out here. So let me know what you guys think down below. Please just hit up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that, so people know what's going on inside of our country. And it says here that this is what they also said in the letter. Quote, my office is fully prepared to enter into an agreement with the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or the United States Border Patrol to allow a facility to be built for the processing, detention, and coordination of the largest deportation of violent criminals in the nation's history. That's what Buckingham said in the letter that was written to Donald Trump and his incoming administration. So that's the Texas Land Commissioner. Texas is making a lot of big moves, and other states are starting to follow suit as well too. They're starting to get these plans ready for the incoming administration, and this seems like it's going to be a major priority. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying prepared out there, staying stocked up, just in case. Have your tanks filled, have your prepper pantry stocked up. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.